Hello, hello. Welcome to Shady and White. Today we are celebrating Cinco de Mayo. Welcome, welcome. If you haven't been here before, my name is Marilyn, my husband's name's Barry, and we are resellers. We sell on eBay, Etsy, Poshmark, and YouTube. So I'll give you a price for all these. Everything you see today is made in Mexico, which I thought how appropriate since it was May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. And I don't know about the rest of the country, but Florida celebrates Cinco de Mayo very, very heavily, mainly because, we have the beaches, we have a lot of like Ybor City. Everybody in Florida seems to be ready for a party. However, most people do not even know what Cinco de Mayo stands for. And I thought, hey, let's take this opportunity and let everybody know. Well, it means 5th of May, and it's a yearly celebration held obviously on May 5th. It commemorates the anniversary of Mexico's, as I stumble over that, Mexico's victory over the French Empire at the Battle of Puebla in 1862. And if I'm pronouncing words incorrectly, I apologize, doing my best. It was led by General Ignacio Zaragoza. The victory of a smaller, poorly equipped Mexican force against the larger and better armed French army was a moral boost for the Mexicans. Zaragoza died months after the battle from an illness, and a larger French force ultimately defeated the Mexican army at the Second Battle of Puebla and occupied Mexico City. More popular in the United States than it is in Mexico, and it has become associated with the celebration of Mexican American culture. And celebrations began in California, where they have been observed annually since 1863. And the day gained national popularity in the 1980s due to advertising campaigns by beer, wine, and tequila companies. And then today, Cinco de Mayo generates beer sales on par with the Super Bowl. In Mexico, the commemoration of the battle continues to be mostly ceremonial, such as military parades or battle reenactments, which I thought was interesting. A lot of people mix it up with Mexico's Independence Day, which is September 16th. So I thought, hey, let's show some amazing jewelry that was made in Mexico. Quite a few of these pieces are Taxco, and they are just stunning pieces. So I thought, hey, let's just go through a few pieces together. Anything that you see that you're interested, simply send me an email to shadyandy@gmail.com. We'll send you a PayPal invoice. Also, when you email us, be sure to give us your mailing address if you haven't purchased from us before, your full name. Shipping is $5 in the United States. Under a pound, anything over a pound, or outside the United States is based on where you are located and how much it weighs. Okay, first off, I'm gonna push these out of the way because I don't want to be distracted by them because I'm easily distracted. This piece is just a stunner. Mexico, Taxco did a lot of these grapes in the 30s and 40s, and they redid them in the 50s and 60s. This piece is a really old one. It is stamped Esterlin 900 and made in Mex. And Esterlin was a silversmith in the 1930s. This is a C clasp, and I have tested all of these all the sterling. I've also tested the stones, so just to let you know. And this one has enormous lift to it. Just a gorgeous piece. Let's get you a measurement on it. It is 2 1/8 inches by 1 3/4 of an inch, and I definitely want to give you the lift on it. It is a whopping 3/4 of an inch. So this, I'm going to say, it is a stunner. I'm going to say $50. The next piece is this one. I love, love, love this piece. This is a pendant of the sun and moon, and it is full of flowers. Both the moon and the sun have faces, and both of them have flowers. It is signed TV dash, and I can't read the numbers, but it does say 950. So it's higher than sterling at 925. And then in the center, it reads, I believe it says Mexico. Yes. So this piece with the bail is 1 5/8 inches by 1 1/4 inches. So I'm going to say on this one, let's do $45. And that is just stunning. The workmanship on these pieces are just blow your mind how gorgeous they are. Now this one is an old piece. This is also from the 30s. It is a hidden clasp. It is signed simply Mexico and sterling. It is black onyx with cluster beads, and it has sterling silver going through the onyx. The onyx is definitely scratched up, and this needs to be cleaned up a little bit. This is incredible. It has a safety chain. Let me give you a measurement on it. It is 7 1/4 inches. And there's the back. And it just slides in to here. It snaps. But that is gorgeous. I think that is just beautiful. Again, there is some chips on the onyx pieces, but from a 1930s piece, this is incredible condition. Love that. Did I say on this piece, I'm going to do $100. Okay, I'm going to decrease the price on this piece because after looking at it, I see some of the sterling ropes are missing. See how this sterling rope on the onyx has 3 ropes. And yeah, they are scratched up, and you can have these onyx buffed so all the scratches would come out. This one has only 1 sterling rope. This one has none. This one has none. This one has, there's that chip that I was telling you about right there. This one only has 1. And back to the beginning. So I'm going to go down to $60 on this. It is still an incredible piece, amazing workmanship, but considering some of the chains, which is very easy to have replaced or completely remove altogether, I'm going to go down to 60. Now the next piece is this one. This is a Mexican. It's just signed right here. It's really hard to see. It's in the curve, but it says Mexico and it's signed above it, but I can't read the stamp. However, I did test it. It is sterling and it's this beautiful textured cuff. This is a small cuff. It is only, let me give you the measurement. This one's very small. However, you know, it's sterling, so it can be bent a little. But this is only 5 1/8 of an inch. And then the opening is 1 inch right now, a little less than 1 inch. So I'm going to say on this beautiful sterling piece, I'm going to say let's do 25 on that. Very nice. The next piece is this Mayan temple mountain. It's a brooch and a pendant. It's signed on the back and it says MMM Mexico 925 right there. And it is just got this Mayan temple pyramid engraving, and then the mountains, and then flowers. And on this one, it is going to be $20. The size of this is 1.5 inches, so let's do 20. Now this one is a flower pinwheel. It is signed on the back, 925 ICM, made in Mexico, in sterling. And then it has the eagle or bell 1 symbol right there. Isn't that pretty? Though it is gorgeous abalone. And like I said, it is a brooch and it also is a pin bag. This is probably from the 1930s. It is about 2 1/8 of an inch, and it has a bell to it, or a dome, and that is 1/2 an inch. So on the abalone shell flower, I'm going to say let's do 25. Now the next one is this one. Isn't that pretty? This is Filigree Brooch. It is signed LRL. It is from the 1930s, and it has this tiny little roller clasp. Works well, and I just love how detailed that filigree is. And I mean, filigree was made all over, but mainly in like Mexico. I mean, of course they did it, as I said, everywhere, Japan, China, but also in I'm trying to think, some of the best pieces, of course, were made in Mexico and Italy. So just a stunning, and it has this what is that called, in the center. It's just very, very realistic. It has this section and then another layer, so it's all in there. The measurement on this is 1 3/8 inches, and I'm gonna say on this one, as I said, from the 1930s, let's do $20. The next one we'll do is this rose. Isn't that pretty? Very, very detailed. It is signed on the back. It has the eagle mark right here. And over here, it is super, super hard to read. So I really can't say who the maker on this one was, but you can tell by the pen back that it's an older piece, probably 1940s. And it just has a lot of realism to it, and the petals. And the petals have texture in each little petal, along with the grapes. It is 2 1/8 of an inch by about 1 1/8 of an inch. So I'm going to say on this one, let's do $20. Now these are really pretty. These are pierced earrings. They are red jasper and sterling silver. They are signed on the back TD-121, so they're Taxco, 925, made in Mexico. They have this dome, it's oval. It has this wonderful inlaid red jasper that is gorgeous veining. And these are 1 inch by 5/8 of an inch by 1/2 an inch. Aren't those gorgeous? I think these are just beautiful, and they have a really nice weight to them. So on these, I'm going to do $25. Now, the next one I'm going to do is this little tiny 900 abalone sterling silver butterfly. I'll get it out. It says NOD, made in Mexico. And this is 900 silver. The top left abalone shell has a slight crack. It is 1 inch by about 3/4 of an inch. So I'm going to say let's do $18 on that one. It is precious. The next one is this. This is really, really detailed and cool. This, let me be sure I have it sitting right. Yeah, there. This is the Aztec Mayan calendar. It is a Thai bar, and it is signed on the back, made in Mexico, 925 REX. Isn't that fabulous? Don't forget, Father's Day is coming up next month, and this is such a stunning, detailed tie clasp. This one I'm going to do $25. It is also just a tie bar, so it just slides on the tie. Very, very nice. Great detail. Oh, let me give you a measurement on it. It is 1.5 inches by 1 inch and 5/8. Next, we have these two amazing pieces. These are buttons. They're signed Silver Mexico. These should have probably been from the 20s or 30s. And these are domed buttons. See the dome? Sterling silver buttons are getting harder and harder to find. I have a few Victorian that I will do next week, but these are stunners. These are about 1 inch, slightly under, probably about 7/8 of an inch actually. So on these, I'm going to do, on the sterling domed buttons. They generally go for about $35 a piece. So I'm going to do $35 for the two. Very nice. This piece is a stunner. Look at this. Isn't that something? It is signed TD-31 925 Mexico. So this is a Taxco piece, and it is just beautiful. Look at that. It is 48 grams of sterling, in excellent condition, and there are 3 separate bars on here, and they're attached here on the edges, and you can slightly see through them, but they're all attached, all one piece. Very, very heavy. This one is going, as I said, this is, I'm a 7.5, and it fits me perfect, but I still have an opening of 1.5 inches, slightly under 1.5 inches. So any sterling, you can close it slightly. And anytime that you are working with sterling silver and you want to make it bigger or you want to make it smaller, the best way to do this is you hold it in your hand and get the sterling warm. Just touch it, feel it, get a lot of your body heat into it, and slightly push it together or pull it apart. That's how you slowly can move it without damaging it. And you want to be sure that it gets a lot of your warmth from your body. Or another way is to run it under, and I'm saying that with a piece like this, that you can dry off very, very well, because you never want to leave any jewelry where it's wet. So I would say run it under hot water, because it's all sterling silver. You can wash your sterling. You just got to be sure you dry it. Oh, and the one cool thing is, see how this bottom piece is on the very bottom, and then it goes around and it's on the bottom here, and it's on the top here, is what I mean. So this side, it's on the bottom, this side, it's on the side's on the top, this side's on the bottom. But it is so cool how it's intertwined, those 3 pieces. Did I give you a price on this one? So if you are a 7.5 or smaller, this will fit. I would say that I have about that much play in it. So I'd say that you might be able to get it if it's a 7 3/4, but I really wouldn't go too much larger than that. So on the big cuff, I'm going to do $75. The next piece I have are these panel earrings that are onyx and abalone. They are signed Taxgo. I believe it is D121 Mexico 925. I think these are great the way they are paneled in, so it has a lot of play with them. These are 2 1/4 inch by 1 inch, and on these I'm gonna say let's do $20, and they are all sterling silver. The next piece is this Mexico overlay perfume bottle. It is signed on the bottom with an Aztec warrior, DF, made in Mexico, 900. And this part is all sterling silver or 900 silver, and the inside bottle is glass. And you can put perfume, clean it out, do anything you want, but it's roses and vines that are on here. This is one of the larger sizes This one is 2.5 inches by 1 3/8 by 1/2 inch. And on this one, I'm going to do $30. Very cool piece. And there's your signature on the bottom. And the last piece is this gorgeous, heavy, sterling silver carved black Obsidia Mask. Isn't that a lot of silver work? The mask is just stunning. So hard to see that black, but you can see that mask face in there. Unfortunately, this piece is missing the C clasp end. It's signed made in Mexico. This is probably from the 1930s, if not a little before. Super heavy, and it is just a work of art. It is a size 2 3/4 by 2 1/4. And on this one, I'm going to do $35, even missing that C clasp. All you have to do is add that one little C clasp right there. And these run about $75 with this much sterling on it. And the last piece I will include is this ring. And we did have it the other day in our rings. However, it didn't sell. This says Mexico, TR10, which is Taxco, and 925. It has onyx, coral, turquoise, and malachite. It is a size 6. So I'm gonna do, oh, and it has flowers in the band, and it is oxidized in the center. So I'm gonna say, let's do a 15 on the Mexican Taxco gemstone ring. There you go. What did you think? Did you enjoy our Cinco de Mayo celebration? If you did, definitely give us a thumbs up. Let us know what your favorite piece was. Definitely, if you saw something that interests you, send us an email to oneshady@gmail.com. Be sure you know we appreciate you spending a little bit of your day with us, and we will see you on the next one. Bye.